Alright, so I want to make a video that'll kind of arbitrarily answer a weird question. Um, I'm going to describe why I commissioned into the Marine Corps, but at the same time, a question I get asked a lot is, do you regret staying in? Uh, do you wish you were still enlisted? Like, if you could go back, would you? Do you like being an officer more than being enlisted? A lot of things like that, which I made an enlisted versus officer video a while back based on my experience, but why I commissioned is really a whole different thing and really why I stayed in the Marine Corps. So, before I get started on that, if you could hit a thumbs up so that this gets a little bit more views. If you haven't yet, consider hitting that subscribe button because I make a lot of, I'd say it's pretty quality content, but really it's heart to heart stuff. So, if you like this, I'm going to make more stuff like this, and you'll probably enjoy watching it. So hit the subscribe button. Why not? But anyways, why I commissioned in the Marine Corps. So it's a combination of both intrinsic and extrinsic factors. So things within me that convinced me that it was the best decision I was going to make, and things that were outside influencing factors. Big driver behind it though is everything internal to me. So one thing is my nostalgia or my feelings towards the Marine Corps based upon my past experiences were very positive. I've always loved being a Marine. I don't regret it for 1 minute, and I don't think I ever will. I had a very strong pride of belonging in the Marine Corps as NCO, and that transferred when I went to OCS to wanting to be an officer. I really had a sense of purpose, and like everything I did for the Marine Corps was a good thing, and it was constantly building towards being more ready for any type of conflict, humanitarian operation, whatever was needed of me. So I really had this sort of drive or desire that I was going to do more through that. And in that, I thought I would deploy one day. And now, looking back, I initially swore in, uh, April 1st, 2010. So just over 11 years ago, and I've never gone on deployment, not even like a UDP to Japan to train in another country. On the officer side, I have yet to lead a larger group of Marines than I did when I was enlisted. I probably had about 4 to 5 Marines in my shop at any time with me on the enlisted side, and now I'm looking at having like 1 to 2 Marines that I'm actually in charge of. So it's been very different. I expected to be a platoon commander at some point as a lieutenant. By the way, not a lieutenant anymore, picked up captain, so yay me. But I really thought I would have the ability to lead progressively larger groups of Marines to accomplishing missions and with that, deploying, doing all the fun stuff. Now, the extrinsic thing that really solidified it for me was the stability of pay and benefits. So at the time, the pay in my state for my career field, I have a physical education degree, K to 12, health ed is a minor, so I could teach PE and health class 9 months a year. I would be making about the same as what I started at as a second lieutenant. That being said, I would have had to work like 2 months more a year if I actually took all the leave that was given to me in my first year. And it was very, very lucrative for me to stay in the Marine Corps with the promotion potential. So the other part of that is the benefits. It takes away any sort of unknown that you have. So you don't have to worry about, am I going to have kids? Well, you're going to get an adjustment to your cost of living. You're going to have all their health care paid for. You don't got to worry about checkups and school and all this other stuff. It's already there. It's going to get paid for. All right. Now, getting sick, you don't really got to worry about getting sick. Your doctor's free. Heck, you break your arm, you break your leg, it's going to be paid for. And even dying, like, you don't have to really worry about it. Life insurance is there. You opt into the SGLI, takes like $5-10 a month out of your paycheck, which is really nothing, and you've got $400,000 of life insurance for you, and then you can also get the $200,000 for your spouse. So like, if my wife died in some horrible accident, I would have multiple years of her salary in order to make up for any sort of financial compensation, as well as help me get back on track, back on my feet, taking care of my kids by myself. So really, paying bennies is the real extrinsic factor to it. Now, um, that being said, I'll make another video on why I'm getting out of the Marine Corps. I still feel like there's a lot of things that I didn't get to do, and a lot of this just gives me closure in that, being able to sort of work my way backward through my head as to why I came here, what I wanted to do, what I wasn't able to do, and other ways that those opportunities might be available to me in the future. So, if you're watching, thanks. If you made it to the end of this, I really hope you subscribe, because I feel like I've lived a pretty interesting life and we can talk about a lot of stuff. If there's anything you want to see or anything you want to know, feel free to comment below. I've got a little over a decade worth of Marine Corps experience. Done a lot of different things and seen a lot of different people. So if you want to talk about anything, just comment below.